Hi, I'm Kellen Jones from the Vernon Vipers, and I grew up watching the Beaver Valley Nighthawks play. Over the years, great players such as Barrett Jackman, Cody Franson, Jake Morissette, and Kevin Limber all played for the Hawks. These guys were my role models, and I want to be just like them. And as a young kid, being around the team, guys like Franson and Limber always made me feel comfortable while I was at the rink and always made time for me no matter what the occasion. The way these guys were as people and as players made me realize who I wanted to be like. And as you grow up and move on in hockey, remember kids look up to you in so many different ways. And it's not just on the ice, it's off the ice as well. So good luck, and here's some of the guys I grew up watching.
Hi everybody, my name is Barrett Jackman, currently with the St. Louis Blues, formerly a member of the Beaver Valley Nighthawks. I just want to welcome everybody to the KIJHL All-Star Game here in Beaver Valley.
Jack, tell us about your experience, your All-Star Game experience.
I was lucky enough to play in the All-Star Game in Osoyoos the one year that I played in the KIJHL. It was a great experience. I think at 15, 16 years old, it was the first time I've ever been a part of an All-Star experience. And you get there and you get to meet a lot of people that you've played against, you've battled against, and it's just one of those things. It's an honor, no matter what level you're at, to be an All-Star. And it was great to be a member of that, and we had a good time too. I think there were 7 or 8 of my teammates that made it, and we made the best of it.
Jack, talk about minor hockey and how important it was to you specifically.
My minor hockey, growing up in Beaver Valley and Fruitvale, was a great time. There's always ice available, whether you're playing with a different team or playing with my own team. Anytime I had a chance, I would go out to stick and puck or public skating, and it was just a good time. You meet so many friends, and just a lot of your closest buddies are with you throughout your childhood, and whether it's minor hockey or baseball, it's a tight-knit group, and I had a lot of my fondest memories traveling around and different tournaments and playing with a lot of guys that have gone on to be players or just be great people in the community.
Jack's obviously not everybody that plays junior hockey makes it to the level that you've had, but if you were in that locker room today talking to those All-Stars, what would you tell those kids?
If I gotta say one thing to all of you guys that have made it this far and had the honor to be an All-Star, it would just be, no matter what your path is, whether you plan on going on to the Western Hockey League, maybe going on to college hockey, or maybe a path that takes you nowhere even near hockey, is enjoy every minute of it. Life's a journey, and there's going to be ups and downs, but make the most of it, have some fun, and just enjoy every step in your life.
Okay, is there anything else that we're missing? Any specific experience you can remember back to your days that still sticks with you today?
I think throughout my hockey career, I've had the opportunity to go on and play for the Beaver Valley Nighthawks in Junior B. I was lucky enough to go on to the Western Hockey League and play 4 great years and represented my country in several different occasions. Under 18, won a gold medal there. I was got 2 bronze medals with the World Juniors teams. And there's so many memories and a lot of great players that I've had the chance to play with, and a lot of great coaches. And I was lucky enough to become part of the NHL. I was drafted in 1999 to the St. Louis Blues, and 10 years later, I'm still in the organization and having fun. And you just look at all the people I've met along the way, and I think that's the biggest thing for me is the close friends, the family members that are along the journey with you, and it's just one of those things where you got to take every moment and learn from it. And I definitely appreciate and respect everybody that I've come across, and there's many people that have helped me. It's not just me as an individual that has gotten me here. It's so many people along the way, and it started with Junior B, and Terry Jones, Pat Corrado, and Hank Deadmarsh were the 3 that really pushed me into the professional hockey level, and I thank you guys.
All right, so Cody, first of all, can you describe your upbringing in minor hockey? Anything that might stand out in particular that you remember from it?
Well, my dad worked at the rink in Sycamoose, so I was able to get a lot of extra ice. Going up through elementary school and stuff like that, I got to miss a lot of half days of school to go skate and stuff like that. So that was probably the biggest thing for me, was just being able to get on the ice whenever I wanted to, basically.
Let's see. This was kind of a long one, so I'll read it. Describe the years of junior hockey from Junior B to the Dub, and again, any highs and lows, the World Junior Memorial Cup, that kind of thing.
Well, I played Junior B in Beaver Valley, and that was a great year for me. I was able to play a lot there and produce a little bit, and kind of get used to the speed of playing with bigger guys and older guys and stuff like that. So it was a good stepping stone for me, and I had a great time in Beaver Valley. Made a lot of good friends, and I miss it back there. I haven't been back there for a long time, so Beaver Valley was great. And then after that first year, I went and played in Vancouver, and had a good couple of years there, and I was able to win the Memorial Cup and the World Juniors in the 1 year there. So that was a big highlight for me. That was real exciting. Winning the Memorial Cup in Vancouver was something real special. We had great fan support and stuff, and it was being the kings of the city for a week. It was a lot of fun, and something I'll always remember.
A lot of bonding with other players and whatnot on that team as well. I'm sure that brought all of you closer, winning something so special like that, right?
Well, that's just the thing. It was a group of guys that, for the most part, we'd all been together for, it was our third year, and we had a little bit older team at that time, and the young guys we had were great. We just had a good group of guys. We had a lot of fun that year. Obviously with the coaches they got in Vancouver, we had, good guys behind the bench, and they knew what they were doing with us. So, like I said, we had a lot of fun.
All right, here's a good one for you. Talk about the difficulties you've had in making it to the NHL level. What kinds of things did you have to overcome to get to the show?
Oh, there's a lot of bumps in the road along the way. It's just they want you to work on certain things, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get those things down pat. And for me, it was being solid defensively and a little more assertive, trying to be more of a physical presence kind of thing. I've always been able to move the puck around pretty good and shoot and stuff like that. So that wasn't really my issue. It was more or less working on the defensive side of the game. So. That took me a little while to actually learn. It's almost something you have to go back and break down and watch, how, the top guys in the NHL do it, watch their tendencies and, kind of how they react to things. And, obviously you have your good nights and your bad nights, and just being able to battle through that. And, I went to, I think it was 4 or 5 training camps before I actually got the chance to, come back and stick. And even after, I think it was the 5th one, they sent me down. And, that's not easy, to go through, especially, when things sound so positive through the summer and you have a good summer. So, the biggest thing for me was just being able to stay positive through the bumps.
I was going to say, the frustration must set in a little bit.
Oh, it's extremely frustrating. My 4th camp, I had not the greatest camp, and the coaches were really unhappy, and so were the management and stuff like that. So, needless to say, they gave me their 2 bits worth, and that was a tough thing for me to handle, because I'd never really been kind of sat down like that before. And it's always been work on this, work on that. Your work ethic carry you through, you'll be just fine. And that meeting was a little different. So that was something that kind of set me back and made me really work at things.
This isn't on here, but when you finally got the call that you made it, what was that like?
It was unbelievable. It was everything I ever thought it would be. I was actually at dinner with my agent, and we were in Abbotsford. We played a game the next day, and the coaches from Milwaukee were at the keg where we were eating dinner, and they were on their way out, and they walked by our table, and the assistant coach comes up to me and goes, "You got your phone on you?" I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Keep it on." I was like, "Okay." And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, the coach called me and said I was going up, and I had a smile from ear to ear. And first thing I did, I called my dad and said I'm going up, and he didn't believe me. He was at work, and he's telling me to get out of here and stuff like that, but not so nice of words. But it was a real exciting time for me. And my first game, we played Washington, and that's not the easiest team to start out against with Ovechkin and all those guys over there. But it was a great experience, and I had a blast.
Do you have anything motivational in terms of what it takes to play hockey at this level? For people out there, for kids out there, for juniors out there, anything that you can tell them that it takes to make it to the NHL level?
It's, to get up here, it takes a real commitment. It's not something you can just kind of lace up your skates and go out and play and make it. You got to be, it's a tough thing mentally to do. I find the toughest thing is the mental part of the game. You take your bumps and bruises and stuff like that, you can fight through that, but battling through the adversity, getting yourself ready for every game. The thing, playing up here, you can't slip. I mean, you slip once, you're out of the lineup, you're down in Milwaukee, there's lots of guys out there that want your spot, so you got to be at the top of your game every night. And that was the toughest thing for me, was just being able to stay mentally strong all the time. And if you're going to try it, be ready to commit yourself fully, because it's not something you can do halfway.
And one more. Can you close with some sort of best wishes to the players who have made it to the All-Star game this year?
Yeah, good luck to all you fellas. I remember when I played in that game, I had a lot of fun, so have a good time with it, and good luck to you.
Hi everybody, I'm Connor Jones from former Nighthawk, and most recently playing center for the Vernon Vipers of the BC Hockey League. I'd like to congratulate all of you on being selected to this year's All-Star Game. I grew up in Montrose, and I watched players like Barrett Jackman and Cody Franson play junior hockey in the KI and are now regulars in the NHL. It's great to see old teammates and ex-KI players like Craig Cunningham, Kyle St. Dennis, and Stefan Schneider all playing in higher leagues and doing really well. Most recently, Junior B star, Sycamus Eagle D-man Shea Weber was called to play for Team Canada in the Olympics, and what an honor that must be. I think the KI is a great way to start your junior career off, just like all these former players did. And I think it's the most competitive Junior B in the country. And the coaches here do, I think, the best job of continuing your development and making you a better player for your next step, either it's BCHL or the WHL. Once again, congratulations to being selected to this year's All-Star Game, and I'd like to say good luck throughout the year.